you guys keep getting out? Come on. Where are you guys getting out from, huh? Come here. Come here. Come on. No. Well, maybe they'll figure out where they got out. Come on. Come here. Come on. No, 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 no. Well, I got one smart one out of the three. Come here, babies. Babies. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Good babies. Good babies. There we go. Getting closer. Good morning, Mama. Hi, tilapia. Still haven't given me your babies. How come? What's going on with that? Whitney, you're still big as a toad. Where are your babies? Okay, let's get this mama in. To good mom. Come here, babies. Good mama. It's a good mama. Nice big pair of twins, girl and boy from her. Good morning, guys. Just the one set of twins. Like my husband said, if I have one ewe lamb every day, I'll be done in 30 days. Anyway, that's not really what I want. I do think the big rush is going to come. Viper, Simon, and those 4 baby rams that I had pulled out of the flock, the biggest 4, had been back in with the flock when they broke out for basically 2 days. The 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. So I think my big lambing is going to happen about the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th of March, which would be right at the end of lambing. And then hopefully it will slow down. We may have a few stragglers because I did have some May ram lambs that I had left in the flock because I figured they were too young to get anything done, because in October they would have only been 5 months old. I know people say that they can get it done at 3 months old, but in my experience, 8 months, 6 months, 6 to 8 months is when I tend to see that they start playing, but they don't actually get anything done. So I'm really thinking that any of these girls, the majority of them, like these early Who's Your Daddies, are definitely those ram lambs. I mean, the February ram lambs. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These guys, it's kind of a free-for-all. It could be Simon, it could be Viper, it could be those 4 baby rams, or it could be the other 4 baby rams. Or it could be the 2 I sold. So we have lots of options. I keep a list of all the ram lambs, so I at least know who I have, but I don't know that I'm going to keep very many girls out of these Who's Your Daddies. I know a couple that I will be keeping, like Tag's little girl, the very first ewe lamb that was born. I will definitely be keeping her just because of her milking lines, her bloodlines on her mom's side. And I can process of elimination. She was bred in August, so I know those May babies are not an option for her to get bred. So she had to have been bred by those February ram lambs. So we'll just keep process of elimination. I will keep a detailed record on the bloodlines that she cannot be bred to, and worst case scenario, I'll just have to go buy more rams. Today has not exactly gone as planned. I couldn't get the pickup started. Didn't matter how much I jiggled the battery. It's like the starter didn't want to turn over. So I just texted my husband and said, now what do I do? I'm not a mechanic. I turn the key, the car starts. That's about as much as I know about vehicles. So I am I am waiting for him to finish up his meetings and see if there is something else I can bang on to get it going, because I can't haul my hay, I can't haul my straw, I can't do anything until I get the pickup going. We do have a call in to get the loader tire fixed. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of when they have time to fit us in and get over here. So that is on the list. And once we have that going, it'll make feeding so much simpler for me, because I can haul several bales at once instead of just what I need daily. And so I'm just watering everything. I'm going to let those two ewes and their lambs out of the jugs this morning. I do need to let the sheep out of the feedlot this morning, and I might try and grab a couple bales and bring them over to this alley. We'll see. We'll see if I have enough energy to haul those bales all the way over here by hand. 20 years ago, I could do it. Probably not so much now. So yeah, that's it. Kind of stalled out my whole day of what I had planned, or at least my hauling the hay this morning and getting everybody fed this morning. It's a good thing I shut these gates, because apparently we did have a ewe that decided to stay out last night. Did you just take your time coming in last night? Come on. Hope I'm not making a mistake. They haven't gotten out for the last 2 days. I'm hoping they don't get out today, because I have no rig to be able to drive to the neighbors to be able to push them back in. So getting them back in will not be a fast endeavor if they do get out. I don't know, maybe if I just go bang on the starter or something, I can get the pickup to start. You are such a pest. So she's still got her tail straight out, and she's breathing a little hard. So we may see babies from her soon. I had somebody ask about my three-legged ewe here. This is Saffron, and she may or may not let me get near her. Sometimes she's friendly, sometimes not so much. Nope, not today. Anyway, when she was a yearling, she got her leg stuck in the fence. She still has her leg. You're not gonna be nice and stay standing for me, are you? But she got it hung up in the fence, and she dang near cut it off. And so my husband and I worked. She was bred. Tilapia. Tilapia is not going to leave me alone to let me show you. Anyway, she had gotten hung up in the fence. We had a panel across some downed barbed wire that we were replacing from when we had cattle. And she had been trying to reach through that cattle panel to get some grass on the other side. Couldn't walk around the panel, had to actually go through the panel. Well, she stuck her leg through it and then twister, and then ended up like casting herself. And so she had her leg like through one panel and then through another, and it had twisted, and then she had the barbed wire twisted around the leg, and it had cut into it, and it dang near cut it off. So by the time we got there and got her all unhooked and untangled, we threw her in the back of the pickup, brought her into the barn. We knew she was gonna have a lamb eventually, so we just left her in the barn and we treated her. We wrapped her leg. We had to stitch up part of it. We ended up putting splints on her leg to try and keep it straight. So please don't bite my butt. Sheep. And then we ended up taking off the splints because they weren't letting the leg heal. They were causing more sores. So what we ended up doing is just wrapping it with vet wrap and then the ointment on it, and it healed. We were able to save the leg. However, because we couldn't put the splints on it, it atrophied. And as much as we tried to like keep her to keep it like straight out instead of curled, it just didn't heal properly. So she did end up having her lamb. She was not able to take care of it, obviously, because she couldn't stand. We had to get her up every day and get her to stand up, get her to feed. We were feeding her right next to her, and you know, our job at that point was just to save her life. If we had to remove her leg, so be it. We just wanted a live ewe. And so the plan was never to breed her again because she did have the issue with the leg. But even before we decided not to breed her, she had a live lamb. I bottle fed it. We ended up selling it later on. It was a boy. And we just told ourselves we weren't going to breed her again because we didn't know if she could ever take care of a lamb again. And when she finally did, the leg finally healed, and I was keeping her in the field that we kind of keep behind the barnyard here. And because it's such a crappy fence, she three-legged, she jumped the fence and got in with the flock. And I'm like, well, she's either going to live or she's going to die. We can't keep her in short of leaving her in this barn. And I don't like leaving a sheep alone. Can you come here? So she does get along fairly well. She manages on her own. She and my ewe that had her hoof taken off, they hang together. In fact, that's who I had in that pasture with her because she was healing from that. So once she decided to jump the coop and go out with the flock, I let Filer out too, and the two of them just hang together. They're the slow ones of the group, but she does fine. She's like I said, she's slow. I did plan on never breeding her again because you know, she gets up, she gets down, she keeps up with the flock, but I didn't want to put that pressure on her. Well, one of the little boy rams, and I know exactly which one it was because he was hanging with her when we brought the flock in. So I know which Who's Your Daddy this one belongs to. So she will have a baby here probably in about another week. So yeah. So she does get along just fine. You know, her leg is still there. It's just atrophied. We did try, after it had healed, and straightening it out bit by bit, and you know, wrapping it and putting some splints on it to kind of straighten it out a little bit more. But it never did really work out. And our other option was to break the leg and then straighten it out. And I just wasn't going to put her through that. It wasn't worth it. She does fine. It's not pretty. It's not fabulous, but she does fine. So that is her sad little story. Twister, Twister. Good tail shakes for me. When are you gonna have your baby, huh? When are you gonna have your baby? You're gonna have a Who's Your Daddy baby for me? It's not really what I wanted. I wanted a viper baby out of you. But you are long past your due date. And you're still fat as a toad. What's going on? What's going on, huh? Hi, Mama. At least you waited till I was almost done eating. Oh, that's a pretty little spotted thing. Good mom. Hi, babies. Hi, Mama. So, I'm kind of glad I did bring her in now. This ewe, she was the one that kept casting herself outside. And I brought her in because she was making me nervous. Now I'm glad I brought her in. So these are Who's Your Daddy babies. Because she was supposed to be bred in the group that is supposed to lamb in April, end of April, all of May. Well, Sister Sue. All right, let's get you and your babies inside. Now I'm beginning to wonder if those girls that I see that are having some big bags on them are not going to wait until April, if I should be bringing them in. So 2 girls. She definitely likes the flashy one better than she likes this one, because she hasn't totally cleaned this one off yet. Well, I am very much regretting not having a second rig of any kind to haul my hay. It has taken about an hour and a half to just feed outside. I only had to haul 3 bales, but from the haystack where I'm at all the way over to the barn, I took 3 bales, to feed the girls. The boys thankfully had a bale sitting there, and so did the little rams. But now I need to take 9 bales from here to the barn. I need 6 on this side and 3 on the other side. Mama, look what you did. Good girl. Okay, well, between the first 2 born today and these 2 born today, that drops my girls that are supposed to be lambing from 15 to 13. And both these 2 are girls. Got that side done. Now, I got 6 bales to haul to this side. And I still need to feed the jugs. Finally heard from my husband. He is going to be bringing home a battery for that pickup. But who knows when that'll be. So, once I get some air back in my lungs, I will start hauling my hay for this group. Okay. I got half the bales hauled, and I'm afraid they're just gonna get shorted tonight unless my husband gets home and can get that pickup fixed and haul the other 3 bales. I still gotta haul a bale to my girls in the jugs, and I am just about done. What idiot made these bales so dang heavy? You're gonna have a baby, aren't you? You couldn't have done it like 3 hours ago when I still had some energy? Okay. I'll keep an eye on you.